It was just a grassy field, nothing was happening, no fence, no trees. Over 100 years of Aquascape experience. Got Bronson Park over there, 75,000 visitors per year. And you can watch kids come up here and play for hours.
Day in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and we're with James Whittaker.
How you doing?
Only Outdoor Living, right?
Good to see you, yes.
This is fun, and this is a really cool project.
It's very
right?
cool, yeah.
So this is like downtown
Kalamazoo City Center.
Okay.
Absolutely. This is the Bronson Park right next door.
Okay.
It's almost 75,000 visitors per year, so we are front and center Kalamazoo represent.
Let's check out a public Aquascape ecosystem water feature. So Children's Nature, what's the story here?
Children's Nature Playscape. So this is a really awesome project. The church next door here, there was this abandoned building next to it. Long story short, it was they couldn't restore the building. Right?
Yes.
Too expensive, cost prohibitive. So they tore the building down, and then they came up with this great idea to bring a piece of nature to Kalamazoo, right?
It really
they
looks
did,
like nature,
right?
yeah.
And that's the whole goal. So there's like 2,500 families within walking distance to this park that don't have access to nature. Nothing.
Right, and now they do.
And now they do.
Is this the second season for this?
This is the third season.
Third season.
So they continue to
Wow.
add really cool stuff. Like you'll see a ton of native plantings around here. They've let a lot of this kind of just be natural, right? So
Yeah.
you see rocks, logs.
I love it.
Awesome water feature.
In a downtown public setting.
Yep, right downtown. They have public hours, which is really awesome. It is staffed.
What?
It's staffed.
Well, like, okay.
Like
with a whistle, like no running.
Employees, they do organized events for kids, preschool.
Oh, that's so nice.
They're doing so much more than they
Yes,
need
yes.
to do.
Is this part of the team here?
This is the team, yeah.
Hello.
So this
Hi
is Diego.
Hey, Diego, the
Nice
Pond
to meet
Guy,
you.
Greg.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Greg.
to meet you.
Bree.
Hi, Bree. Are you part of the staff?
Yeah, so I'm the site coordinator here, and then a Breeze staff coordinator.
Hello.
Well, hi, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
Nature Playscapes.
Are you the boss?
No.
Oh, you're
No
the one that
bosses.
did the,
We're all
you
one
did the
team.
Playscapes. I've got it. All right, so what's the story with you guys? What do you do here?
So I kind of like manage and maintain the land, so making sure the stream is running properly.
Nice. So,
We just did a bunch of planting. We planted like 700 native plants around the backside and a couple different plants.
so you're getting your hands dirty.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's fun.
Uh-huh.
I do the training for the staff and support them and get them ready to be here with the kids and figure out what makes sense and how to interact with
So
them.
are you guys like employees of Kalamazoo County or?
No, so we're employees of the Playscape. We're our own nonprofit. We're a 501(c) nonprofit.
Oh, okay. This is your business or?
No,
No,
but
separate.
Another Playscape.
Yeah, Children's Nature Playscape. This site right here, we're our own organization.
Uh-huh. And your business is building the Playscapes?
Correct.
That's
Yes.
cool.
We build the Playscapes all across Michigan, and we just have a huge mission to connect kids with nature on a daily basis. And these guys are making it happen right here in Kalamazoo.
That is really cool. Well, this is exciting. Let's check it out.
Okay, when we started this project, when I first saw this site, it was just grass. It was just a grassy field. Nothing was happening, no fence, no trees, nothing. So we had a blank slate, and the committee that was in charge of kind of, pioneered this project for the community gave us a lot of creative control here. So that was really awesome. So there was a lot of people involved in the design, myself, Trisha with Nature Playscapes, OCBA, a lot of hands in the design. But the coolest part is that we told them where we were going to start the stream. We told them where we were going to finish the stream, and they gave Only Outdoor Living and Aquascape complete creative control to do whatever we wanted in between. So that was fantastic. So we've got all these great natural components for kids to play on, which are awesome, and they do get played on a lot. But the stream overwhelmingly gets the use. The kids go right to the stream. You walk into the playground, the first thing you see is that waterfall up top where the wetland filter is. And then when you come around this walkway, this is intentional, it kind of opens itself up to the users. So the kids can come up here and interact with the whole waterfall. So when we do one of these waterfalls, whether it's 85 feet long or 8 feet long, they're interactive waterfalls, and they're intended to be played with by children, adults, pets, certainly wildlife. So that's the whole design. My favorite part about this feature is how every part is accessible to children of all ages and children of all abilities, which is important as well. You see, this is an ADA path, and even kids with different abilities can get right up to the stream and play with the water. So we have fast moving water in the waterfalls up here. We have really slow water and in easy access over here after this first waterfall. And then as we narrow the stream down, the water moves a little faster, so we get a little more action, have a little tumbling waterfall here. Obviously water's going over the bridge. Who doesn't want to walk over a bridge? And I can't take credit for all of this. I was definitely a part of the design, but this is Brian Helfrich from Aquascape, Alan Decker from Decker's Pondscapes, Jack Harju from Atlantis Water Gardens, and Ralph Bizad from AZ Ponds. These guys were on site building this thing. This was over 100 years of Aquascape experience building this water feature, and it shows. For a feature like this, we would never consider using anything but Aquascape products, and that's important when you're building a public water feature that's going to be interacted with by children and adults. We want to have the wildlife. So to get a feature like this in a public space in downtown Kalamazoo, we've got Bronson Park over there, 75,000 visitors per year. Here's the courthouse. It's a very busy area, especially in the summer. So we have a lot of visitors to this stream, a lot of action. We got to make sure this water's clean, but we got to make sure the water's clean without chlorine, without mechanical filtration, and all the other nonsense that a lot of cities and townships will make you do. So that's why we introduced Aquascape, the wetland filtration system. This is filtered naturally, of course, just like any other ecosystem pond or waterfall that we do. And the success on other sites that Aquascape has had is what got us the approval to do this water feature. This is if you've ever tried to do a feature like this in a public setting, it's very challenging. So that was a huge hurdle. City Kalamazoo was awesome in letting us do this. And this is its third season, and it's moving 24,000 gallons of water per hour, and it is clean. My dog was in here earlier. He's drinking the water. The kids are, I'm sure, not trying to drink the water, but it's very safe. It's very clean, and the birds and all the animals are visiting, and that's exactly what we want. A little bit about the feature, a little bit about the project. Huge reservoir here. This is holding 3 Aquascape pumps. They're each moving about 8,000 gallons of water per hour. So we've got an absolute ton of water moving through the stream, circulating up here to our wetland filter, massive wetland filter with that much water coming through it. And you can see all these native plantings, and the Playscape, the Children's Nature Playscape organization, has done a great job of keeping this natural, taking care of their aquatic plants. And you can see this massive wetland filter here doing all the heavy lifting, tons of gravel, tons of Missouri moss rock, moving a lot of water, cleaning up the stream for public use. It's a fantastic feature, fantastic addition to Kalamazoo, and it gets used by so many people in the immediate area who, again, don't have that access to nature, that I was used to when I was a kid. Certainly a lot of people grow up in the country and they can just go down to a stream and play in the woods or whatever, but there's 2,500 families around this park that can't do that. So this gives them a place to walk with their kids and their family, spend an afternoon, get some lunch in town, come to the Playscape, interact with nature, play on some of these awesome components, and just have that awesome family time that so many kids around here, wouldn't be able to enjoy otherwise. Okay, so this is my favorite waterfall of the entire Playscape. I think this was Brian and Jack's idea to create this kind of horseshoe waterfall like this. What I really love about this is the kids can come and pull these cobbles from the side here. So they can come and move these cobblestones and come up here, and they'll start making dams and changing the water flow of the stream. And you can watch kids come up here and play for hours. And they just change the sound of the feature. They change the way the water falls. They dam it up so much that water comes out of places that it probably shouldn't. And that's all part of the game. Also, it just looks amazing, right? Okay, so this is my favorite waterfall because it's just so chill. Look at the access to the feature. Just slanted rocks. This is how you would see it in the, woods in Tennessee. Just slanted rocks towards the feature here. Super easy to access. Even super young kids can come in here and kind of play with this super chill waterfall. Slow moving water. This is where you're going to see a lot of birds bathing, and it's just a really awesome place to interact with the stream. And you can get 20 kids right here playing in the stream. That's definitely my favorite waterfall. This is tied for my favorite waterfall, actually. When I really think about it, this waterfall is in clear view to the street. It is what's welcoming everybody to Playscape. When you enter the Playscape, the very first thing you're going to see is this. So when you enter from over here, now that's the main entry. Again, here's Bronson Park back here. Sorry, my big fat hand is in the way. Bronson Park back here. So everybody can see. The only part of this water feature you can see is this waterfall right here. So you get this huge mossy mountain rock background here, Missouri moss rock, super gnarly stone that, people around here aren't used to seeing, right? This is shipped in from Missouri. And you get this awesome waterfall, right? So you see that, and then I feel like that calls people to the park itself. So you get people coming over here and they check it out, and then they coming up the walkway up here, and then the whole thing kind of unfolds as you get towards the bridge, and then you're hooked. You're in here for hours, spending all the time. This is definitely my favorite waterfall up here, for sure.
What a cool collaboration. You would never expect to see this here, but I think every downtown area would be improved by something like this, that kids can get outside, get their hands dirty, work with nature. What a great organization. What a cool thing that this church actually donated this, and God bless Kalamazoo for thinking outside the box and being creative with how they use their public space. I love my job.